Okay, so now we have to make sure that we understand what we're being asked to do. You notice in E we're being asked to simplify, in F we're being asked to simplify, but in 12 we're being asked to factor. Simplify meaning let's put these together. Factor here means let's find a common factor, the greatest common factor between 12x and 8y, and factor it out. You'll see what we get there. Okay, let's first simplify E. I see that I can do associative property where I have my 3x plus 2x. You see that these are like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and use associative property to group them, plus 9y. And then I have 5x plus 9y, right? Now we have f. We're going to simplify over here by using the distributive property, and I have 7 times 3x. 7 times 3x is 21x. Yes. Plus 7 times y is 7y. Okay. I could go one further step and I could factor this out. You see how G is trying to ask us to factor it out? The common factor here is 7. I could factor 7 out, just like we did here. You see that? I would factor it out, and I would just be working backwards. So one is simplify and the other one is factoring. If I'm going from this to this, I'm factoring out. If I'm going from this to this, I'm simplifying. Now let's factor. I'm going to look for a common factor for 12 and 8. If I had, for example, an x here, x would also be a common factor, but I don't. The variables are different, are totally different, right? So I'm just going to go ahead, and I know that the greatest common factor for 12 and 8 is 4. And 4 times 3x is 12x, as you have there, plus 4 times 2y is going to give me 8y, 2y. And there we go, I factored it. For the sake of time, please take a look at this word problem on your own, see how it was all factored, how they used distributive property, and see how they came up with their final therefore statement. Save the guided practice for class so we can do it together. At this point, when we do the guided practice, you can ask me any questions from example 6. And please complete the entire independent practice from top to bottom. I'm going to give you a hand with the back of the page. Okay, number 13. Find the value of y. So we're going to look for y that makes each equation true for all values of x. Okay, so we have here 3x plus 6x equals yx. We're looking for what y is, but I know that 3x plus 6x is going to give me 9x, right? Or on this side, 9x equals yx. So 9x has to be the same as the one on this side, so y has to be 9, because 9x is the same as 9x. Makes sense? But then the way we would want to do it, boys and girls, is to invert the operation, where we, on this side is multiplication, right? And we want to isolate the y, leave it alone on this side of the equation. So we're going to take the x out of there and bring it to this side. If on this side it's multiplication and we invert it, on this side it's going to be the opposite, which is division. So I'm dividing it now, and I'm going to divide 9x divided by x, which means this x is gone and this x is gone. So what do I have left? Oh, by the way, this x is gone too because I brought it over. What do I have left? I have 9y equals 9, right? That's the only logical explanation. Let's solve this one as well. I have x plus 11x equals 12x. Yes? Plus 5 equals 12x plus y. Again, we're trying to solve for y, so we need to isolate y. Leave it alone on this side of the equation. Leave it alone on this side of the equation. That means we have to take this 12x and bring it over to this side. Okay? On this side, it's being added. That's the operation on this side. We're adding it. So we must subtract it from this side. If I subtract it from this side, I'm taking it away from here, right? I take it away because now it's 12x minus 12x, because it was being added on this side, and this side is doing the opposite, which is subtraction, plus 5. Well, this cancels out, right? 12x minus 12x, and all I have is 5 left on this side and y left on this side. So y must be 5. Okay, please leave 15 for class. Let's do this together in class, okay? Remember that these two are key answers. Please have those done. But 15 we will do in class. Go ahead and write in there, in class. All right, everyone. See you then.